Right, let's go see what we got going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Long here, and tonight, I just got done dancing for a little bit, so I thought I'd go ahead and take time to figure out, the game the game awards. So anyway, yeah, so it's been a while. I didn't get a chance to actually share this with anyone, so I'm gonna go ahead and go make cast my votes for game of the year. Let's see how this goes. All right, let's see. So anyway, Clay Obscure played it, loved it, so awesome. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. I never got a chance to play this, but I can respect the art that goes behind it. So unfortunately, I can't really say much about this one. Donkey Kong Bonanza again. Can't really give too much. Uh, can't make an opinion on this one, but I do like that Donkey Kong is back, and it looks like he's got a uh, little girl companion. Cute. I love it. Wish nothing but the best for it. Hades 2. So basically, they swapped out a male protagonist for a female protagonist. But I heard that this game went well. I totally did not realize that this game was actually released this year, so they'd be eligible for it. So I'm actually curious here. Was the game? Let's see. When did Hades 2 get? September 25th. Oh my gosh. In 2000. Really? Release date was. I thought it was released much much longer than that. Oh my god, that's crazy. Um, I'm a little perplexed about this. I thought there were people who had tweeted about it last year. So interesting. Okay, well, whatever. That's on me. Silk Song I heard was really great, and then Kingdom Come Deliverance. Oh my God, I can't believe that this was actually released this year. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and give my vote to Clay Obscure Expedition 33. All right, cool. I am going to download that card. Oh my God. All right, that card actually looks cool. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do next category. Best game direction, creative vision and innovation in game design. So, definitely not Ghost of Yote. Never played it, and I was really still upset that they didn't use Jin Sakai. They went with a female protagonist, and I know that there was a lot of arguments about female protagonists. It's not the fact that it's a female protagonist. It's the fact that they didn't finish Jin Sakai's story. So I did watch the beginning scene, the opening scene, basically ending Jin Sakai in a little short blurb. So he successfully supposedly he defeated that army that was invading, but then he disappeared. Like, really? That's the best you can do, Sucker Punch? No, thank you. Hades 2, yeah, this is basically more of the same. Split Fiction, I really do love Haze Light Studios. I think they did a great job with It Takes Two. But otherwise, the two player dynamic is pretty awesome. But I feel like there wasn't really enough innovation on this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a pass. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. So basically, out of all of these games, Clay Obscura Expedition 33 is the one that actually has broken a lot of innovation. They actually made turn-based gaming RPGs awesome again. So great job. So I'm gonna give it to them. I'm gonna download that card too. Oh my god, amazing. Okay, best narrative, outstanding storytelling, Clay Obscura Expedition 33. This is a crazy story. I freaking love it. So, Death Stranding 2 on the beach. I wish I would had made time to play this one. I'll have to make up for that sometime. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to pass because I don't know enough about this. Ghost of Yote, yeah, because there's no Jin Sakai story. That's just me. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, my opinion is my own, and I respect that everyone else's opinions is just really subjective. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pass. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I didn't really see a lot of innovation with this one, but I suppose, but this is about the narrative, and unfortunately, I can't really give too much opinion about the narrative because I never got around to playing it. So And then there is Silent Hill F. I heard that this is more of a feminist perspective on Silent Hill, and it took place in a much older time. So, I guess like good job, Silent Hill. But I mean, I don't really have an opinion on that either. So it's got to be Clay Obscure. And I still need to go finish Clay Obscure, but the story that I'm playing so far, it's awesome. So best art direction. Okay, so now we're gonna get into like how creative, how beautiful, and how like awesome that art is. Ghost of Yote, been there, done that. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. It's more or less of the same. Hades 2, more or less of the same. Hollow Knight Silk Song, more or less the same. Clay Obscure. This is absolutely. I felt that it was actually really really beautiful. I mean, basically like the scenes basically open, like reveal themselves like an art mosaic, and that's just come to life, and it's just really breathtaking to look at. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Clay Obscure. Yeah. Let's see. Next category: best score in music. I wish I could um, give like opinions on everything else. So by default, I have to give it the Clay Obscure because I listen to that music. It is beautiful. That soundtrack is amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and I hear that it was on Spotify's like number one like orchestral like 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 playlists or whatever. However they do it. I don't really use Spotify, but I heard it was awesome, and the music is amazing to listen to at home. So okay, so best audio design. Best audio design. It's going to be between Battlefield 6 and Clay Obscure. So look, I love Clay Obscure, and like the art direction, but and the audio effects are really awesome too. But I also had a chance to see Battlefield 6. I saw some streams for this game, and the audio design sounds amazing. And it's been a while since we actually had a proper Battlefield 6. I mean, like there's nothing like military shooters that actually like have performed well. So this is not necessarily about like the number of players who are on this. It's really this category. It's best audio design. So I'm going to go ahead and give this to Battlefield 6. I think they did a real, they're basically back in the game as far as like audio design goes. So great work to them. All right, next up, best performance. So this is going to be between these two here, and then there's also Jennifer English. So yeah, again, it's going to be Claire Obscure. So I actually played a little bit of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and he actually did a great job as Indiana Jones. I actually thought it was Harrison Ford, but then again, I remember that Ford is old. He just really got it down really good um, on this. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it to. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to. Um, so far, I mean, like where I'm at in the story, I've been playing mostly as Charlie Cox, Gustav, and I have yet to encounter Ben Starr's character, but I hear that like he's S tier, so I need to get on with like finishing that game. So yeah, for now I'm gonna vote Charlie Cox. Innovation and accessibility. Okay, so unfortunately, I really don't know how to categorize this. So, Doom: The Dark Ages. I don't really have an opinion for any of these games. I never got to play them. I don't even know how this innovated. I think the game plays well, and but that's not really what this is about. This is basically pushing the medium forward, enjoyed by a wider audience. So this game is really about like what about features that were developed in order to uh, invite others to play. So uh, shoot, I think I'm just gonna throw my vote at EA Sports. I mean, like I think that's a game that can be played by just about anybody. Most everybody likes sports ball, and everyone can like get in and compete with one another or against each other. So yeah, games for impact. I don't really have a lot of opinion on this. I don't. I'm probably like I've heard about Lost Records, but that's just in the trailer. never played any of these games. I don't even know what the heck Wander Stop is. So, yeah, I'm gonna pass on this category. Um, yeah, I'm gonna pass. That's a pass for me from that category. Best ongoing. So Final Fantasy 14. It looks pretty good. Best ongoing game. So yeah, that's that online version of Final Fantasy. Fortnite been around for a long time. I just basically dipped back in, and I just never fall out of step. Helldivers 2. This was fun. Personally, I fell out of it because like there was a lot of controversy going on here. The PSN linking to Steam was very controversial, and out of principle, I just uninstalled the game. In spite of the fact that I actually leveled up pretty high in that game. I think I was like level 47, level 50. But I haven't. I'm not gonna bother to check it, but because the game is like whatever. Marvel Rivals, yes, absolutely. I think this game really is at least one of the top two, because the other one is going to be No Man's Sky. So I basically have seen my friend. I've seen some streamers really get into No Man's Sky, and I freaking love what they do. So really do love that they're still enjoying the game, and it's like, how exactly are they monetizing No Man's Sky? It's like this is insane, and I gotta say, like I'm not really read up on how they monetize No Man's Sky. I mean, it's basically you pay once and then you play the game. It's like that's crazy, but it's so cool, and I think like the dev team have really come a long way, and the fact that it's still being enjoyed by its player base, it really says a lot. So yeah. So this is about ongoing content that evolves the player experience. So No Man's Sky has been evolving and finding many ways for people to play. Marvel Rivals is actually quite awesome. I really did love that game a lot, and I just recently reinstalled it because I want to play as Rogue and Gambit soon. So unfortunately, but if you take away from that if you basically the updates are really mainly about adding new characters to the roster, and but unfortunately they also play the same. So and the stages, while they look great, I mean there's really nothing too much about them that stand out, and and then you just basically really don't learn too much else. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it to No Man's Sky. Great work to that team. So there you go. Next up is best community support. Okay, so basically, with community support, that's really about the social media team and how they keep players engaged. So, um, Helldivers 2, that's a pass for me because they've had some real huge troubles with community managers, really basically stomping out dissension instead of trying to engage with them and trying to listen to them and then actually be respectful about their opinions. So it's a pass. So that basically leaves Baldur's Gate 3. I really do love what they did, and they've done a great job of updating, keeping people up. The gamers updated. So great work. Mod support is absolutely there, as is the number of ways that you can solve a problem, and it's freaking insane. So yeah, that at least is going to be in top three here. The other one is going to be No Man's Sky. I'm sure that this game is still relevant because it's more than just pushing out updates. It's basically broadcasting that you are pushing updates. So well done, well done. As for Final Fantasy and Fortnite, okay, so Fortnite, there is I mean, there are a lot of players, but does that necessarily? I mean, if we're going by the numbers, then I think Fortnite would totally destroy Final Fantasy 14. So I mean, so now we have to look at the quality of the community, which is that notoriously Final Fantasy 14 have been supporting each other. they actually go in and support new players. I mean, I think that's a really wonderful thing to do. I know that Monster Hunter was really great at doing that, so it's more or less of a Japanese thing to basically welcome new players in and just invite them into their world. Routinely, when you try to log into their game worlds, Final Fantasy 14, the queue time is ridiculous. Last I checked, so well done to Final Fantasy 14. I know they took a hit, but that with that Wook Lamat character, so I think it does suffer from it. So I think it kind of just barely slips on that. But at the same time, like for the most part, like the community support, what's left of the community is like they very much support each other. So that's something to consider. I think at the end of the day, though, I do see like a lot of people just having fun with No Man's Sky a lot. I think the fact that it's you can play single player and then you can also join up with other people. I think that's really awesome. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give it to No Man's Sky. All right, moving on to best independent game. So best indie game. Um, this is so. Let's see. I see Ball Pit published by Devolver Digital. So look, I love Clair Obscur, but it's not really it's not really a traditional indie game because it has a publisher. These two do not have publishers. This is a self-publishing developer, and Team Cherry. That's a very small team, but it's great to see that they actually did a great job with Hollow Knight. They just brought it back, and they had a lot of really great mechanics. So yeah, Hollow Knight Silksong gets it for me. Okay, best debut indie game. Uh, yeah, unfortunately, okay, um, so be a new independent studio. Okay, so indie best debut indie game. So we previously voted for best indie game. Um, so Dispatch actually has no publisher. This looks to be like a self-publishing studio, and so um, but however, the thing to think about here is that all four of these games are indeed like indie games. So this uh, game, Clay Obscure Expedition 33, it's a great game. It's so fantastic. But and I don't think their history with Ubisoft disqualifies them from this category, because the developers not only just they've had experience with developing great games, but they also have but they also set out to make their own games because Ubisoft was apparently stifling innovation. Doesn't surprise me at all. Their games tend to be very very safe, and Clay Obscure just basically stands out. I do like the premise of Dispatch. I mean, you mixing story choices with some of the games where you actually dispatch emergency units to resolve situations. So I think it's really wonderful. I think the voice casting is great there. A lot of A tier voice actors, including Charlie, aka Moist Critical, and then Aaron Paul even. So yeah, I actually remember him from Breaking Bad. So yeah, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and give it to Clay Obscure. I think they did a wonderful job, and in spite of my criteria from the last category, I think the very fact that they've left their a monolithic studio like Ubisoft, um, and to make their own game, it's great. And I can excuse the Kepler Interactive likely published their game, so that's all right though. Um, yeah, best mobile game. Oh, so I played with Sonic Rumble. Yep, that was pretty cool. Destiny Rising, forget about them. They suck. Persona 5, the Phantom X. I mean, I sadly I haven't really given much time for this. Uma Musume, Pretty Derby, and then Wuthering Waves. So I have these. I do like Wuthering Waves the best. So that wins. Um, best VR AR. Alien Rogue Incursion. Unfortunately, I wish I would have played it. I saw the trailers for that one. Looks pretty decent. So I mean, like, yeah, I think that could be really cool. Looks like it did already release, so in time for to be considered for the Game Awards. So cool. Um, yeah, I mean, Rogue Incursion. I wonder if that plays well. Uh, Ghost Town. What a let's see, Servios. Okay, and the fact that this is like basically a self-published game that could edge out Marvel's Deadpool VR. Although I did like that they actually did VR for Deadpool. So, oh boy, uh, what, whatever. I'm just gonna give it to Deadpool. I suck. Deadpool's so awesome. So that's all there is to it. Best action game. Okay, without a question, it's Ninja Gaiden 4. That game freaking rocked. So, all right, moving on. Best action adventure. Ooh, so that's between Indiana Jones and Hollow Knight Silksong. And I say Indiana Jones because the game is actually quite decent. I mean, yes, there was a lot of controversy, but that didn't stop me from playing this game. So, very well done. I think I'm just going to give it to Indiana Jones. Hollow Knight Silksong, well done. Um, to that as well. So, yeah, but it's great to see Indy back, even if Harrison Ford isn't. But apparently he hates everything he ever started. So, there you go. This is no question. This is a no-brainer. It's going to be Expedition 33. Forget about discussion there. Uh, Next category, best fighting game. Yeah, Street Fighter 6 fell out of the running. Interestingly enough, 2X KO. Yep, that's from Riot Games. Capcom Fighting Collection. Yeah, so no, I'm going to disqualify Capcom because they had gone woke and they basically are ashamed of their female fighting characters. So that is really unfortunate, and I'm very disappointed in their behavior as of late. So I think they are culturally hijacked. Uh, yeah, they're basically held captive by vocalizers. So to hell with them. Um, this, however, I had a great time playing. So this one gets it for me. Best family game. Oh, so there's a lot of things. Split fiction. You know, you play it with your sister, great, but like that's basically two people playing together. These are so if I'm gonna go with like getting the maximum number of players possible, it would be Sonic Racing Crossroads Worlds and Mario Kart World. Donkey Kong Bonanza looks like it's going to be a fun game for kids to play. Great. But like if you're looking for family play, it was be something where you guys can play together. So with that being said, Mario Kart World, I'm going to basically disqualify. There's been a lot of controversy with the Switch too. Just basically because like the delivery mechanism is just not really there. You basically are not getting a game cartridge. You're just getting a game key. So, um, and that was just really disappointing. So, look, I really love the Mario series, and I very much loved Mario Kart. But I still have Mario Kart on my Switch One. I don't think I'm gonna buy a Switch Two. So, um, I'm going to go ahead and go with Crossworlds. Okay, best sim and strategy. Tempest Rising was freaking awesome. I really did like it a lot. So, Evilise Chronicles. I hate yeah. So I mean, basically, there's a remake of a game, and then like, so what they did is that they basically brought Final Fantasy Tactics back to life, and then they did a modern version of it. So, bravo to them. But it is a remake, and then there's a bunch of other like there are tons of other games which are do stand out and are original. So, 2 Point Museum. Okay, so really do like the 2 Point series. I played 2 Point Hospital, 2 Point like college or university. Um, yeah, but I do like that I can build stuff and then see like how well it runs. So that being said, I had a lot of fun with Tempest Rising, so that wins it for me. Best sports and racing game. Okay, so going off of past criteria, um, yeah. So these are just basically there's not really a lot of effort in these sports games, so that just between Mario Kart and Sonic. I mean, like normally I would go ahead and vote Mario, but they're too controversial now, so I'm gonna go with Sonic. Sonic's still a Sega property anyway, so. Best multiplayer. Yeah, okay, this one's a no-brainer. It's Arc Raiders. I freaking love that game too. Next category. Best adaptation. Uh, yeah. Nah, 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 nah. Yes. I actually surprisingly actually like this movie. This is actually far from being a woke game. They're just a diverse cast. This pink jacket, that's just basically Jason Momoa playing a washed up like a game champion, and he thought his style was is awesome. So um, the ego that he shares is quite awesome. So he's excused. I actually like memed on. I joined in on the on hating on Jack Black as Steve. He actually his character turned out well, and then this is basically here. I think this is a social worker, and then that's the young kid, and then that's his older sister. So yeah, I thought it was pretty wholesome. So yeah. Plus they do adapt like Minecraft very well. So good job. Most anticipated game. I heard so many. I mean, I didn't like this at all. Um, six, possibly, but I'm not paying a lot of money for that one. Marvel's Wolverine, compromised by DEI. They basically uglified Jean Grey, and who know? And it's. I mean, there's a possibility that Wolverine would likely be have his role taken away by X-23. So, yeah, no. Witcher 4, they basically downgraded. They basically downgraded, um, like a Siri from a magician into a Witcher. That is it is a rather serious downgrade. I think she's fantastic. I would have supported her if the game was called Siri, a Witcher story. And then, but no, unfortunately, they didn't trust it. In fact, they basically went the girl boss route. So to hell with it. I think of all these games, um, I think I think it's really cool. I did like the direction they were going with. I think this is an Ashcroft, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with her. Yeah. Next category. Content Creator of the Year. So I think surprisingly enough, between these two, it's gonna be Kai Cenat. Actually, I was actually surprised with his content. I think ultimately at the end of the day, he tries to do a lot of really cool things, but he's just I mean I read up his into his background. Apparently, he also went to he graduated from college, which is great, and then he's actually he's very well accomplished. He's actually broken a lot of records in terms of his subscribership. So well done to him. Best esports games. Um, yeah, Mobile Legends, Bang Bang, League of Legends, Dota 2, Counter Strike. Honestly, I'm not so sure where to go to from here. Um, I fell off of League of Legends. Never tried Valorant. Mobile Legends, Bang Bang. I don't know what that is. And so that's basically leaves Counter Strike and Dota 2. Um, last I remember, I had a very toxic time playing Dota 2. No one was very cooperative. In fact, they were just way too try hard. This is also try hard. but I'm not too pressured. So I guess Counter Strike 2. Whatever. Okay. Next. I don't know these guys. Next. Esports team. I don't know. Player's choice. Notify me when voting opens for each round. Okay. Opens December 1st, so I have to go sign in again on December to do this. Okay. Well, that's it. Games for Impact, don't care. Esports athlete, don't care. Esports team, none of that matters to me. Okay. Anyway, that's going to do it for my votes for the Game of the Year. Game of the Year awards. Oh, no, the Game Awards. Yeah, excuse me. Um, Look, I did like going to the Game Awards when I was given opportunities to do so. Um, okay, so let's go ahead and switch over here. I actually had a great time attending the Game Awards live and in person, and that was just like a couple of years after like we started reopening from COVID. Yeah, it was just it was basically like months after I had been struck with COVID, and then I did recover, thankfully. And it felt good just hanging around people again, and especially hugging, the women I really loved in my life at that time. So, um, yeah, but I don't know if I get a chance to, I would gladly like go down and visit the Game Awards, but I don't know if there's going to be any opportunities to do so. Ultimately, at the end of the day, like the award show can be really good, but it too has its share of problems. I mean, like the please wrap it up thing didn't really jive well with me, and but then they also gave all that time to Christopher Judge, so they basically have had problems with overcorrecting mistakes, and they finally let Sven Vinky say the thing that he wanted to say at the time that Baldur's Gate won. So they're trying, but like otherwise, like I worry there's a lot of bias. I don't like the fact that the jury has more like a weight on these votes than we do. I mean that's just really that's sad to me. I mean there's tons of us and very few of them. I cannot believe that they have that much power. It's just it's basically to me it feels like a pay to play system, and I don't like that that's the direction they're going. Um, yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm dying to see like what these jury members actually have to offer. So yeah, that being said, okay, I casted my votes. I'm also going to go ahead and take a look at the real game awards. That's hosted by the Side Scrollers, so I'll have to go check them out and see who they have. But anyway, that's it for me, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you like what you saw here, please do like the video, comment on what you enjoyed and what you did enjoy. If you want to see more content like this, then please do consider hitting subscribe and then hit that notification bell. Thank you very much, everyone. Hang loose.